What is up, guys? The Great Wall back at again with another video. Today we are here with another rebuild. Today is the Cincinnati Reds, and I know what you're thinking, Mr. Great Wall. Well, what is the theme going to be for this one? As you guys know, the All-Star break is upon us. It's next week, I believe. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday is the All-Star game. And it's funny because I did this with this team last year too. We're doing the no all-star challenge, meaning I cannot use players who are all-stars. So for instance, can't use Hunter Green, can't use Ellie, I can use Chase Burns. I'm not counting real life, like the current real life ones. I'm not counting them. It's only ones that I already have it. So we have a lot of players we can't use. But there's also a lot of players we can use. So far the only ones I'm seeing that we can't use, Jose Trevino, that's actually a funny one. I forgot he was an all-star. So it looks like the only ones we really can't use are Jose Trevino, unless there's a random one here. We can't use Jose Trevino, Hunter Green, Ellie, Eugenio Suarez, Andrew Abbott, and I think that was it. So yeah, we can't use those players. I'm going to trade them away. And just remember, when we get to the All-Star break, whoever we have as an All-Star has to get traded away. So we're going to make hopefully a couple big deals. We need some. We're going to need, obviously, a new ace. We're getting rid of Hunter Green and Andrew Abbott, but we do have some decent arms. Maybe a couple of bullpen pieces. I'm surprised that Emilio Pagan hasn't been an all-star in real life. Definitely looking for maybe an upgrade in center field and right field. But honestly, this isn't the worst team ever. I think we're just a couple decent moves away. And we're going to be trading two top-tier players, so yeah, see if we can get some good value out of them and see if we can make a huge deal. All right, the first deal we're going to make is a huge one. We're going to trade away Hunter Green for Jesus Luzardo, Bryson Stott, and Yohan Duran. Duran, I'm pretty sure, is an all-star in real life, but in this game, he has not yet been an all-star. Bryson Stott, I don't think he's an all-star this year, but also hasn't been an all-star in the past. And same with Jesus Luzardo. I'm actually very surprised he has not been an all-star ever, because he's been very solid the last few years. So yeah, we're going to make this deal. This is the first one we're going to make. I think it's definitely a good one. All right, we are going to make a huge deal. I wanted to get Nico Horner as well, but I couldn't get it to work money-wise because unfortunately we have big contracts that I can't get rid of. But we're going to trade away Ellie De La Cruz to the Cubs for Michael Busch, Seiya Suzuki, and Carson Kelly. I'm surprised none of these guys have been all-stars. I mean, Michael Busch has been really good the last couple of years. Seiya Suzuki's been, really good as well. Carson Kelly, I'm not too surprised. He's been very good the last maybe 2 years. But yeah, we get three really good players. Obviously, I wanted to get Nico as well because for some reason he hasn't been an all-star, but he just makes a little bit too much money. So yes, deal we make. Hopefully it plays out well. Hopefully I didn't get fleeced too hard here. Make a huge deal for Brenton Doyle, who has not been an all-star. He's had 2 gold gloves, but no all-stars. We're going to give up Brandon Williamson, Austin Hendrick, Will Benson, and Davis Daniel. I'm looking into another outfielder, and if we get him, one of these two guys, one of those two will end up playing third base once we inevitably have to get rid of Eugenio Suarez. So, yeah. All right, we do kind of give up, I wouldn't say a lot, but we give up Steele Hall, Alfred Dunno, 2 top 100 prospects, and Dominic Patelli for Cade Smith, who has not been an all-star in real life at all. So yeah, he's going to be our new closer for this one. Hopefully he can do a job. All right, we give up a lot, but we're going to get AJ Puck for TJ Friedel, Dane Myers, Zach Maxwell, and Carson Spires, whatever it is. AJ Puck, decent little lefty bullpen piece, no all-stars, so yeah, pretty good in my opinion. All right, we also make another deal. We're going to get Abner Uribe, who has not been an all-star, and Aaron Ashby, who has also not been an all-star, for Cam Collier, Edwin Arroyo, Key Brian Hayes, and Mason Neville. Yeah, we're getting 2 amazing arms, and we're also dumping a little bit of money in Key Brian Hayes. So yeah, I think we maybe need 1 or 2 more trades, and we should be more than good to go. All right, we are going to get Otto Lopez to play to play shortstop for us, right? Actually, no, he's going to play second base. We're going to switch him and Bryson Stott. Has not been an all-star yet, so yeah, I think, yeah, in real life, I'm pretty sure he is, but in this, he's not because he wasn't last year. So yeah, this is a great move for us. hopefully he can do well. All right, we're gonna give up 3 very mid players, mid prospects. I think they were like our 4, 5, something else. These guys were actually starters. If you guys don't know, go check free agency. There's always some decent guys here. These were our 3 and 4 prospects as starters. I move them to relievers, and then they take the deal. But we're going to get Oneil Cruz, who has not been an all-star. He's going to play outfield for the first probably 2 months of the year until June 15th, when I will be able to trade Eugenio Suarez. So yeah, for now he's going to be in the outfield, and then we'll trade Suarez for either some bullpen help or an actual outfielder, and then either he or Brenton Doyle will go to third base because they both have absolute rockets for arms. So all right, we're going to make a big deal. We're going to trade away Brandon Nimmo, or we're going to get Brandon Nimmo, who for some reason has not been an all-star ever in his career, and I find that extremely hard to believe. We're going to send away Eugenio Suarez, Noelvi Marte, Ty Floyd, and Quinn Nicholas. Yeah, Suarez obviously was an all-star, but I couldn't trade him because he just signed a free agent contract to come here. So yeah, now he's gone. Let's see if we can go do a job. All right, we're at the home run derby. How is the team doing? This is the moment of truth. Who are we going to end up having to trade away? First of all, the team's doing well. We're only half a game ahead on the Pirates, but that's not bad. We are number 1 ranked, but this is where we're going to take a big blow. I'm hoping that we lose one guy and it's like a reliever. That is our best case scenario. Okay, so it's not a starter, not a reliever. We don't have an actual closer. Who is it going to be? So far, so good. Oneil Cruz. Okay, you know what? Honestly, he's not even playing well. If that's the only one we're losing... we also lose Brandon Nimmo. Alright, so we lose Brandon Nimmo. We lose Oneil Cruz because, as you guys can see, now they have an all-star appearance. So we're going to have to go ahead and trade away those 2 guys. Find a new right fielder, and it sucks because we just got Brandon Nimmo. But we're going to find a new right fielder and a new third baseman. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a second when we do. Oh, by the way, I also didn't draft just because I feel like we're going to be good enough to do it in the first year. So, yeah. All right, so we do give up a decent amount, but we're going to get Jeremiah Estrada and our new right fielder, Miguel Andujar. I know what you're thinking, Miguel Andujar to replace Brandon Nimmo. He's got great contact skills, and he's got a great arm. That's really the only 2 things I looked at, plus he's in 308. So, yeah, somehow not an all-star, which is good for us. Jeremiah Estrada, also not an all-star. Yu Darvish had to take on his contract just to get the deal to go through. We are going to lose Brandon Nimmo. Spencer Steer, who's only been in AAA this year, hasn't been in the MLB, and Michael Tolia, who is also only in AAA. So, yeah, do we technically make a little bit of a downgrade? A little bit, but we also upgrade a reliever, so I think this is a good deal for us. At least I'm hoping it is. All right, we make a blockbuster deal. We're going to give up Oneil Cruz, Connor Phillips, and Tony Santillan. Honestly, this feels like I'm giving up a lot, but we are going to get Dylan Dingler. He isn't hitting great, but he's got the attributes to hit well. Plus, he's got a hose for an arm, so you know where that means. He's going to go play third base for us. Honestly, pretty much giving us probably almost the same value that, what's his name is, Oneil Cruz, considering they're hitting about the same amount of home runs. The only difference is the stolen bases, but honestly, I'm not too worried about that. So, yeah, Dylan Dingler, learn how to play third base quickly, please. All right, we only finished 91 and 71. We had a bad last month, but we do win the division and somehow get a bye. We are the 2 seed. Okay, that works. But we just barely didn't. I mean, not barely, but like towards the end of the year, we kind of fell apart a little bit, which is not a good sign. But it could be worse. Cade Smith leads the league in saves with 53. Otto Lopez with triples. Good for him. See, Cade Smith delivery man of the year. Sal Stewart rookie of the year. MVP goes to Andy Pajes. Wow. All right. But shout out to Sal Stewart, had a great year. And Cade Smith also had a phenomenal year. So good for them. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at these WAR numbers. Sal Stewart had a negative WAR, which is crazy. Bryson Stott with a 4.7, Otto Lopez with a 3.9, Suzuki with a 3.4, Michael Busch with a 3.1, Carson Kelly also 3.1, Brenton Doyle with a 2.4, as well as Dylan Dingler. So basically, they also didn't give him reactions, so I just took his ability. I took the average of his ability and his speed, which was 71.5, so I gave him 71. Yeah, don't hate me, but he's a great defender. He would figure it out. Matt McLean with a 1.4 off the bench. Miguel Andujar, 0.7. It's not bad, I guess. Pitching wise, we had 5 guys with 10 wins, 2 with 10 losses. Obviously, we saw Cade Smith with 53 saves, 5 blown saves at him. That's fine. Luzardo with a 4, Chase Burns with a 2.8, 2.6 out of Andrew Abbott, 1.2 from Singer, AJ Puck, and Cade Smith, and Jeremiah Estrada with a 1.1. Ladola only a 0.9, need him to step up in the playoffs, but he was at like a 7 ERA at one point, so maybe that's a good sign. Who knows? I'm going to go put the roster together, and then we will hop into the playoffs. All right, so I made a major mistake. I forgot that I had to trade Andrew Abbott. So now we don't have him for the playoffs, which absolutely sucks because he's a great player. He was the 4th or 5th man in our rotation, so that's why I always double check these rosters to make sure that I didn't make mistakes like that. So now we have to use Brock Burke, and we'll have just a 4-man rotation. So that really sucks. That really hurts, but I'm going to go, make sure everything looks good, and then we'll hop into the playoffs. All right, we are taking on the Pirates. Luzardo versus Keller. W. Burns versus Skeens. Loss. Come on. Lodolo versus Jones. Is a W. Singer versus Keller to move on. Is a W. We're taking on San Diego. I'm going to go make sure everything looks good, and then we'll hop in. All right, we're taking on the Padres. Luzardo versus Pivetta. W. Burns versus King. W. Lodolo versus Evaldi. W. Singer versus Pivetta for the sweep. Get him out of here. We gave up 2 total runs, and we had 3 straight shutouts. If that's not insane, then I don't know what is. Taking on the Royals, I'm going to go fix everything, make sure everything looks good one last time, and then we'll hop into the World Series. All right, we're taking on the Royals. Luzardo versus Cole. W. Burns versus Bubic. W. Lodolo versus Cameron. Come on. Singer versus Waka. He gets the dub against his former team. All right, just so that you guys can see, we're going to go all the way down here to awards. Some players do have awards, like Cade Smith does have reliever of the year, but that doesn't matter. All we are looking at are all-stars. So we've got some gold gloves, rookie of the year. Nathaniel Lowe, gold glove and silver slugger, but no all-stars, so it doesn't matter. And then Brock Burke, we had to add to this team. That's my bad. I should have got another starting pitcher. I completely forgot about Andrew Abbott. It is what it is, though. Let's see if we can go win Game 5. Get this thing over with nice and easy. All right, we do have Luzardo on the bump in this Game 5. Bryson Stott have a postseason save with Michael Busch. And Otto Lopez. All right, come on. Can we get it done? Nice. That's a great start pitching-wise. Okay, that's okay. Offense, let's get some early runs. I know we're playing in a very pitcher-friendly park, but we're giving up runs. That means we have the chance to score runs here. We take a lead. Luzardo, now hold it still. There we go, double play. Just give me one more good inning. There we go. 2 more runs for support. He's going to give up a single. His day's done. Did a good job. We are going to go to... we'll go Duran for now. See if he can get me a couple outs here. Beautiful work. Duran. Beautiful work. And we're going to hand it over to the one and only Mr. Cade Smith. See if he can get us 2 early. He gets us 1. Now we have to opt in because double plays, don't want to ruin it. Cade Smith in the game. We are here after a 91-71 season. They're here after an 86-76 season, which is why we are on the road for this Game 5, not at home. They've got Vinny Pasquantino up, Bobby Witt at first, very good player. I've seen the Royals make the playoffs. I mean, not the playoffs. They've made the World Series a lot of times. I feel like every other time I do a rebuild, they're in here for some reason. So shout out the Royals. Maybe dark horses. I don't know how they're doing right now in real life. I haven't checked, but keep an eye out for them. Apparently, see if we can get Vinny to ground into a double play here. Or strike out. That works too. That does work. Come on, give me the ball back. Let's go. Let's get this over with here. The final victim is going to be Harrison Bader. Is he there in real life? I could have swore. Isn't he with like the... Hold on. Yeah, I was going to say, isn't he with the Giants? Could be wrong. He might have gotten moved mid-season. Otto Lopez, why are we not going after that baseball, bud? Wow, what a play to end the game. Obviously, that is right fielder's ball. It kind of drifted a lot further, but I don't know why he's not going after it. We get it done, though. We win the World Series. Cade Smith gets the job done. Otto Lopez with a play and a half. Michael Busch with 2 home runs in this game. Give that man postseason and World Series MVP at this point. Like, what a year from him. Way to be. Carson Kelly, 3 for 4. Dylan Dingler, 3 for 5. Great game from the guys. So let's go ahead. Let's see who wins the awards. Michael Busch, World Series MVP. Otto Lopez, playoff MVP. Wow. Great postseason from the guys. Seiya Suzuki, very quiet in this one, but you know what? He did his thing. He hit 288 in the postseason. So, yeah, good for him. That being said, we get the job done, as always. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.